Greetings, you beautiful people. I hope you're having a fantastic day or night. Today I decided to create a very short video tutorial because of something that has been a pain in the butt. Actually, no, it has been a pain in the So I decided to create a video about it and help somebody else, and hopefully this will be some help to you watching this video. So the problem at hand is, for example, if you're using WordPress, which a lot of people are these days, we're using it right now for our startup as one of the landing page builders to quickly spin up some landing pages and optimize our lead captures. But I am, in my case, familiar with WordPress on cPanel, but here we have WordPress on DigitalOcean. We can quickly spin up some droplets and allow us to scale accordingly. It's also very cheap. But the problem is, for example, here I have Divi running, but if I try to import some Divi layouts right now, it's going to tell us that there's some problems because of the upload max file size or the post max size. Now, if you're on cPanel, again, this is very simple. You can just go into your PHP settings and change that. But on DigitalOcean and a lot of the cloud hosting platforms, since they're really tailored towards developers, they don't give you that user interface that you can go in and change the settings on the interface, but you rather have to do it through the command prompt. Now, also you can see this problem here. For example, if you go into media, if I can show you very quickly, let me go into library. If I try to add new, you will see that the maximum uploads file size is capped at 16 megabytes, which is really low. I guess if you're uploading some really low quality images or whatnot, or some really, but if you're trying to upload high quality images and videos or some really large media, you wouldn't be able to, since it's capped at 16 megabytes. Now, the problem is, I've looked into some tutorials. For example, this one here, we're currently in 2019, but this dating back in 2016. Now, to tell you to change the php.ini, which is really the file we want to play with in order to get this done. But since this is a older tutorial, it's really running on PHP 5 now. As of the moment of this recording, we have the Ubuntu 18.4, which I believe this one here was a 14.4, if I'm not mistaken, a 14.04, but right now we actually running on PHP 7.2. But you can still apply this tutorial here, and don't worry, all the code that I'm going to run through, I'll leave the code in the description so you can follow along with the tutorial. I decided to create this video instead of having your typical your typical Word text editor with no sound whatsoever. I really hate that, so I decided to create a proper tutorial. So without any further ado, let's actually jump in to fix it. So what you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to connect through your droplet via SSH. So you can, what I'm using for this tutorial here, what I've been using is PuTTY. So you can just open PuTTY and SSH into your droplet, and once you're there, you're gonna want to go to your root folder. Once you're here, maybe you can just type in cd to just make sure you are within the root folder. Once you're there, then we can follow along with this specific tutorial here. We're just going to change a few things because this is running on PHP 5, but right now we have PHP 7. So once we are within the root folder or the root directory, we're going to change, and we're going to jump into this directory here to open up php.ini. So let's do this. I'm going to just copy and paste this here. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually change the directory, because on PHP file, the file directory is really, it was php5 / Apache 2. But now things have changed a little. So what you're going to need to do is not only change the PHP 5 to 7.2, but actually you're going to need to create another / and you're going to type in 7.2, which is going to allow you to jump directly into the folder, into php.ini. So I'm going to type in 7.2 press enter, and it's going to allow you to jump in directly into php.ini. Now, once you're inside PHP in this page here, this is actually you're inside php.ini. What you're going to do is you're going to press Control W on a Windows. I don't necessarily know how to do that on a Mac. I'm sorry, but it's going to give you some directions right over here to where you can just follow along. Because what you're going to do is you're going to have to search for a specific. It's going to make your life much easier if you can just search for it and change it. So I'm going to press Control and W. It's going to ask me, hey, what do you want to search for? I'm going to search for upload underscore max. Okay, now it's going to show you exactly upload underscore max over here, and what you can do is just follow around with the cursor, and we're going to change that. So instead of having 60 megabytes only, we're going to change that to 128 megabytes. Okay, and while we're here, we're also going to change the max file uploads from just 20 to about a 200 here. So 200 there, and while we add it, we are going to do another search. So Control W, and we're going to search for post. I can't spell it. Post underscore max. And then we're going to we're going to change the 60 megabytes to, maybe we can do a, actually we can do 32, but I'm going to do 128 just to be on the safe side. So 128 megabytes. This is a cloud storage. There's really not little limit to what you can do. So now that you're done, you're going to press Control X, and it's going to prompt you, hey, do you want to save this? And the answer is yes. So just type in Y and press enter. Okay, that's going to change that. What you're going to need to do now is you're going to need to restart the Apache, run it again to restart your database. So I'm going to copy this code right here, which this part is correct. Really, the only part of this tutorial that was wrong is this part here, because not necessarily wrong, it was correct at the time. It's just things have been updated. So now I'm going to just paste that here. I'm going to restart Apache. We're going to come back to our WordPress site. We're going to refresh this page. Notice how it says 60 megabytes. I'm going to refresh that. I'm going to add a new image. Now it says 128. That means that we have successfully changed the settings in your PHP, file within a cloud service, and now what you should really do is tap yourself in the back, because this is not something, I mean, it's easy, but once you really know what you're doing, it's easy to do. It's not really hard. You don't have to follow as many steps, but it's complicated, because if you don't know what you're doing, you can get lost, and you have no other way to get inside of this but to jump in an SSH and write some code and change some things. So congratulations. Thank you for watching the video. I hope this video has added some value to you, because this thing again has been a really major pain in the ass. I've never really had many problems with WordPress, but this really saved me, and I hope it has saved your ass. So give this video a like and comment down below if you have any questions, just so it can help the next person who wants to find this video, who wants to use this video. I'm very confident this video is going to be helpful to them, but if they cannot find it, if they Google and they can only find answers that go back to 2016, then they'll be stuck. So if you can help out with the algorithm, help this video rank, so that will help not only the next person watching this video, but the person after that, so on and so forth. And thank you for watching this video. Enjoy the rest of your day or night, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.